Hey guys, we're back with another installment of Rice Talk. This is your host Cam, and we have
Z.
back with us in the building. How you feeling?
Good, man. Feel good to be back.
I feel that. Well, what's even better is y'all like, sharing, subscribing, commenting below. Don't forget to follow them links. As you know, we got to get into it. 90s versus 2000s R&B.
R&B wise,
Artists, not necessarily catalog, like strength of artists,
strength of artists,
rosters, I guess.
I would definitely have to say the 2000s.
Word?
Don't get me wrong. The
Oh,
90s was a good era, but
I understand.
like most people in the 90s probably had like maybe 2-3 hit wonders, and after that they done.
Yeah.
But in the 2000s, you had Trey Songz, Chris Brown. You got all the Usher. You got all these people coming out and dropping these long discographies.
It's interesting you say Chris Brown and Trey Songz. I'm not getting too off track. Just a small pocket I had to get into.
Go ahead.
I was mentioning it before. How close do you think they are?
Like friendship wise?
No.
Like as far as like the ranking goes?
Yeah.
Chris Brown and Trey Songz. I know people are going to agree with me on this. It's Chris Brown. I mean, let's just.
My follow-up question is, I know where you're coming from. It's just when you said 2000s and you said Chris Brown, Trey Songz, it ain't nothing wrong with it, but people who wasn't there, they had to realize Trey Songz for the time.
Yeah.
Like people did think, like, we didn't know. I mean,
for the time, yeah.
Until like 08, I didn't know he wasn't gonna be like,
yeah. Yeah.
I mean, he runs like 2011.
Yeah, he runs
like
something.
It's just like
Chris Brown.
It's crazy at the time, like the Chris Brown. It was, you would throw in Chris Brown with all them, but it's like now it's like, who would you say has lasted out of the 2000s R&B like type of group that still has a decent catalog?
Okay, well, excluding Chris Breezy, we'll take him out. Survived that long. I mean, it's a lot of artists, honestly.
That's true.
They really be features and dropping low key albums, or
Rihanna's in there, right?
I mean, they'll take a step away from different things too, and then come back to me. It's like I was thinking about Mario.
Oh yeah,
he's still singing now to this day.
He always do come back. Well, you know, some people, as long as there's a Bo Rivage or IP, these niggas got a job. They got a job, because it's gonna be about 50 to 100 people of that time period that are willing to go to that Bo Rivage, sit their ass down and watch that nigga.
Yeah.
Whether it's Boys to Men with one original member, whether it's 112 with one person, whether it's Jodeci, it's crazy. Like
Tyrese or something.
They get paid. Like whether it's Bruno Mars in 40 years. You think he ain't finna be playing Leave the Door Open? It's just crazy.
You see they be selling out Maxwell concert. He be with his little legs and stuff like that, you know. You never seen that video when they were talking about Maxwell?
You just fucked it up. I'm gonna have to look that up. I'm gonna look it up.
Bro,
Group wise, who hit harder? R&B, 2000s R&B or 90s R&B?
90s R&B.
90s R&B.
Group wise, I feel like 2000s more for the singular artists, like how you say Rihanna and Chris Brown. But for the 90s, it was more so.
It was the age of
it was a group effort, like Destiny's Child, where like they were just starting up. SWV and all these other groups.
You can go on
like but these are all groups.
It's really, you really can't name. You'd have to. It's really hard to name many artists that weren't groups.
Exactly. That's why I say the 90s
that weren't. And that goes to show you, during this time period, if you were a solo artist during that time period and you like R&B or like non-rap, you were pretty decent, or like you had a good enough value to stand alone, if that makes sense. Like Bobby Brown, for him to leave New Edition and like have a career, that was unheard of. But it was also kind of like, it was a reason a lot of people were in groups. It's not that they were bad. It was just like, you do this. Not everybody was a Bobby Brown or Beyonce. Some people like,
and you find out that a lot of people were in groups before they even went solo artists. Like I was thinking about who was it? Anthony Hamilton. Anthony Hamilton used to sing behind D'Angelo for years. Nobody knew that.
People don't be knowing the grind that it takes.
Exactly. Nobody know the grind that it takes.
They just be feeling like, oh, I just fell into it, and it's just.
If you go back and look at some old videos, you see your favorite superstar singing background for whoever.
You know, hey, look, sidebar. For whoever got dreams, or really like some huge ass dream, however long you think it takes, just multiply that times like 2. And if you still want to do it, go ahead. But yeah, if you think it's sweet, I don't know. Reassess it or pick something easier because whatever you think you want to do, yeah, facts. So yeah, we ain't going none of that half speed 2025. Like it's all gas, no brakes. Like
T-Pain.
if you're not subscribing to this channel, I'm not even talking to you.
Facts.
Pretty much.
Subscribe.
So if you don't like it, keep moving. I don't know why I'm in your FYP because you don't know me. Feel what I'm saying? And I ain't saying you know me. We're gonna get into that era too. You know, the king of.
Oh Lord.
Nah, chill.
Chill, man. Chill.
Outkast is rap, right? They're rap.
I say they rap.
They're rap. I guess Andre really giving that R&B vibe.
Well,
I want to chat about Andre too.
Oh.
We can throw that one in there in the people pod. But I'm sorry. New Jack Swing. I'm talking shit. Color Me Bad.
Ooh.
Nah, for real, I'm saying.
I don't know about that. Yeah.
So we got the bigger groups was probably the 90s, right?
Mm-hmm.
Hit for hits or artist wise, 2000s. Catalog.
Define catalog, like
Song for song.
Individual. For song in the 2000s or in the 90s.
Mm-hmm. Discography, I would probably say the 2000s.
2000s. Right?
Maybe, right?
Golly.
Just because that was peak album. Well, I'm sorry, not peak.
I wouldn't say peak.
Niggas still putting out 25.
I would say, I mean, we're saying 2000s, but like from 2000, I want to say probably like 2000, like. But I feel like that's a far stretch, like 2009, like throughout.
You cool? Yeah, you cool.
Throughout all of them.
You cool till 10. Yeah, you cool till like 9
or 10. 9 or 10, I'll probably last my max. But throughout all them years, oh yeah, everybody was dropping heat, fire, like long.
1 through 13, 1 through 15.
13, 1 through 26, 1 through whatever.
That's why I really give it to Chris Brown because like he's still dropping them there. He's dropping script. Nah. Hey, shout out. I don't know who his engineer. He probably just, I don't know. Yeah. Hella creative process. But I want to shout out some underrated people of both time periods.
Timberland too.
The ones that went from 90s to like the Mary J. Bliges.
So you're talking about like people who were, singing back then, but they still.
But they kind of made it in the 2000s, maybe mid to 2000s.
That's a lot of people.
Oh, also honorable mention Keisha Cole, Fantasia.
Keisha Cole, Fantasia, Shaka Khan. I mean, whatever you want to do.
Ashanti. Feature goat. She was a feature goat for like really.
I'll even put a little flat earther girl, Carrie Hilson.
Carrie Hilson. That's what killed her for her, probably.
That is what killed her.
You know, B.O.B. was a flat earther too.
Really?
And ever since then, you hear.
That's why we.
But that was back then. If you said that shit, it was worse than a lot of shit.
I like B.O.B.
You can say it now. It ain't. Yeah. I fucking that go to show you, it ain't about talent. I remember that. And niggas was like, "What?
What?"
I remember the time. Okay, now look, I'm not tripping on it. It's just at the time, people were just like, "Oh no," he said. I was like, "That ain't the worst shit." I mean, worst. I've heard people say worse shit, and y'all. I've let y'all let R. Kelly live.
I was going to say him. I was just like, if we talking about like king of R&B type shit,
I just be at work and I just be sitting there sometimes, and I just be thinking like, damn, y'all are not. People really let R. Kelly let get off like 30. People let R. Kelly get his shit off about 30 years, and I'm not letting nobody forget that. Damn near after they knew. And we're still playing it. I'm not saying I'm not in that category, but I wasn't really even born for most of that, so that wasn't my fault. But for all them niggas that was still bumping and they knew what it was, keep that same energy.
Yeah, that's true.
The Mary J. Blige is also shout out Leah. TLC, The Escape.
Total. You got what's that group I'm thinking about?
Shout out Brandy too. Shout out Brandy.
Brandy Norwood. Sexy.
I can't even do it. I feel bad. I feel like Ray J my homeboy, and I can't say that.
Oh, I'm gonna say it.
You ever feel like that?
No.
Would you fight Ray? Not fight Ray. Would you defend yourself against Ray J?
Defend myself against Ray? I'll beat that man ass.
See, I wouldn't even set it up like that. I would love the Raycon.
Man, go on, flip your little shades. Talk to me then.
I would love the Raycon sponsor. We're never too late. I'll edit it out.
He might sponsor you just to be petty.
No, he probably would. He get it about. Hey, I'm not. I don't believe that. Obviously,
I believe it.
Nah, for real. Brandy was cool though. She was cool though. Off the record type conversation. The king of R&B was who? Because you got your R. Kelly's, your Babyface, Usher's, D'Angelo's. I don't know how he get in there, but
D'Angelo got good music, but not no king of R&B.
I don't know. I ain't gonna lie.
I really would. I hate to say it, but I mean, Robert Kelly, bro. Like, I mean, don't get me wrong. I know how to separate the artist from the music, but
But I'm gonna be honest. It's 2025. I'm tired of doing that shit. Cause I ain't gonna lie, all these niggas fucked up.
thank you.
I ain't know we was picking. I didn't know when we listened to artists, we were looking for youth pastors. Cause hell, y'all don't look for them anyway. But no, what really be blowing me is like, oh, this dude is. It's just like, what are they? Not even what they talking about in their song. It's just like, I'm sorry, I just don't know what you expect them to be. Do you want them to be an upstanding citizen?
Exactly.
You want them to sell millions of records about essentially sex and then just get out here and just. I don't see it.
We've seen what people do when they get money and power and a little bit of control.
I see what people do when they was broke with no power.
With no power.
So it's like, imagine. So yeah, I don't know. Yeah, separating. It gets tiring. Look, because if I did, you know how I be listening to? I don't know. I be listening to
nobody.
I be listening to flute music and Sade. I don't know. Because who else? Because everybody else got a story or something. Yeah, or some Diana Ross or somebody that don't nobody talk about. Like, damn, no story or nothing. Because it seems like everybody got. It's like, bro, we're not picking role model citizens. We're picking. Who's the biggest one-hit wonder of the 90s, you think?
One-hit wonder of the 90s? Ooh, now that's hard. I can't lie to you. Because
I'll do a poll.
It's some songs in my playlist that I know, like, are one-hit wonders, and I'm trying to think of them, like...
I know a lot of 80s joints.
80s joints, yeah. I know a couple of 90s joints, but mostly, like you said, 80s joints that'll be like, oh, it's fire. And
never heard their ass.
Never heard their ass.
They still touring that song at the Bowl Revive.
That one song.
One song.
Oh, I just used it just to be funny, just because I like his song. Eddie Murphy.
Delirious? No.
Eddie Murphy. I like that song. I don't know why.
What actor had the best music career? Actor first.
And
I'm counting Will Smith.
Nah.
I know somebody said like he was just like, no, like what?
Actor first?
Yeah. Who had the best music career like of that 90s time period? Because you had people that tried.
Was an actor first.
Yeah, because you had Eddie Murphy.
Yeah. I can't think of no more people.
I ain't gonna lie, Will Smith did go crazy.
I'm about to say Will Smith was actually good. I listened to his music when I was younger.
That get jiggy with it. Look,
the Wild Wild West. Like I listened to it all, man.
Yeah. See, okay.
I can't think of that many.
We can go 2000s.
Now we go in 2000s. There are some people who.
I used to think Chingy was a one-hit wonder, but I know a few Chingy songs. Yeah. But in a way, isn't he like still? Is Chingy not like a Fetty Wap? Because he has a few songs, but
but people don't really.
But people don't put no respect on his name.
Nobody really.
Yeah,
claiming Chingy right now.
Nobody fighting over Chingy. You put Chingy versus NER 2000s, people is not gonna fight for him.
B2K. I just thought it looked good.
Was B2K like? Okay, I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong. Was B2K just kind of more of like a fever dream or something like that? Just kind of came and went, or something that was supposed to be, but kind of just never.
I think they should have went a little further, but
I believe so.
But I think, like I said, I always tell people music is going to change depending on your audience. And the more people release these different types of music and stuff like that, of course, you're going to have people that are interested in it. But the majority of people are going to be interested into other stuff.
I'm listening.
Because, for instance, we have all these younger folks now. And
man, don't let up on them, man. Let them know.
But now we're getting to the point of now they're starting to lose certain things that we had as kids and that we still remember. But now that's starting to get lost in translation now.
Level of innocence.
So, I mean, I don't know. Music is just changing to me. It's always been changing. Yeah. And then also I found out another thing. A lot of artists have been separating themselves from the companies or labels they were with and starting to actually go independent.
That's true.
Like I follow a couple of artists.
And mainly because 20 years ago, it was a lot easier to gatekeep the resources.
Yeah.
Well, you can plug your phone and record an album.
Literally.
And I say that you can actually do it. Would it be a pain in the ass? Yeah. You can make the album cover. You could make the whole album on your phone. Hell, if you even had a MacBook, you can make it. you can hit everybody up and add samples in it. Like, so it's no more gatekeeping. There's no more runarounds. There's no more, you only have to go through 2 or 3 people to get to that point. Now it's just,
It's right there. It's so easy now.
but to a point, like you were saying, it dilutes the quality because anybody can do it.
Anybody can do it, and everybody's making the same sounding songs and using samples from the same song that really was just 10, 15 years ago.
And I hate to sound like a broken record because I know it's people from like before us that were like saying, "Oh, well, it's just like," but I don't know. I'll say this too: media as a whole, people are consuming at like the highest rate they've ever consumed.
I bet.
So it's just really hard to keep up with it. And I think that's kind of why the AIs and the, the uptick of independent artists, because people's appetite has only grown larger.
Yes.
Like people listen to more music than they ever have, like in one day than they ever have. Their playlists are like all over the place more so than they ever have.
I ain't gonna tell you what Spotify did to me. They told on me real bad.
Spotify, like, I'm not gonna lie. I used to really say every platform or streaming service was like unique, but the more I kind of bounce around from the different ones, I don't see like a noticeable difference anymore. I feel like it used to be.
They have updated their app and they keep changing it, and I don't like it.
Well, because I get what they're doing. They're playing into more of a meta than they are of my own interest.
Yes.
But when I'm getting on a streaming platform, I'm not really going for meta. I'm hopping on this basically as like my iTunes or my library. I'm not looking for like,
look for all that extra videos and showing me the artist and what he got to say to me.
Like I'm cool. I hate to sound like a dude with a stick in the ground, but I don't want no new shit.
Put my stick in the ground.
I got probably 200 albums just before the year like 2022. If I just wanted to just number them, I got so much music. I just be wanting to reflect on some days. Hey, this dude dropped an album. All right, good shit. I'll get to it.
Right. That's literally me.
I'll get to it.
I add probably one song to the playlist to be like, all right, I need to go back and listen to it.
Personally, I think these artists need to start having a retirement age or something. Because look, it's so much music I can't even get to. Hey, have you heard so? No. I didn't even know they dropped 5 years ago.
Yeah, it do be like that. It really do be like that.
And I like the artists. I really do.
It do be like that.
But I don't have it hooked up to my veins. Like it doesn't flow like that for me, you know? Speaking of breakfast, which is supposed to be the most important meal of the day, do you think breakfast is still the most important meal of the day as a consumer? Like,
I'll say breakfast foods maybe people like, but as far as eating it at breakfast time, probably not. I feel like from what we used to, like, we've grown up in a school structure type, so we like, oh, breakfast is here, lunch is here. But now, since we've gone into this world, I feel like it's all skewed now. Like breakfast time, people think 8 o'clock, 7 o'clock. Now breakfast,
it's unconventional.
It's very unconventional now. Like lunch, breakfast, all that. It can be because people have dinner at freaking 2 o'clock, 4:30. People have lunch at 10 o'clock in the morning. Like, I mean, it's so many things people do now. So I mean,
people eat ice cream at 12 o'clock at night.
Like, so I'll say it's not really that important, but I mean, I think people are just trying to survive.
When was the last time you had breakfast? And what was it?
I had bacon, eggs, grits, and biscuits.
I bet you felt full as hell after, huh?
Man, I took a good ass nap.
Yeah, you can't do nothing but. Ain't that crazy when you eat a lot of food like you have to, because it's like a polar bear eating a 50-pound.
It's called itis.
Yeah, 100%. Shout out Chappelle. Chappelle show. Clayton Bixby, shout out.
Hey, man.
In honor of Black History Month. We did a pod almost a year ago.
What?
Black History. It was like, I think it was the first, but I posted on the 4th. Yeah, I got a clip.
Really?
Yeah, it's me and Andrew.
That's crazy, because I almost texted Andrew, but he had class today.
That's crazy. Yeah, no, we had my hookah, and like it was like, y'all were sitting, I forgot how, but yeah.
That's crazy.
Because I said something, and I was like, he said, in this first day of Black History, and I was like, yeah, fuck. He was like, yeah.
That is crazy.
And it was damn, I think I texted you that day. And I think that same day it popped up on like one of my, whatever I had posted on my TikTok, it posted. It said on this day, and I was like, that looks like Drew. And I posted, I was like, damn. It said on this day. And I said, wow.
That's crazy.
I was still shooting on my phone.
And to think I was gonna bring him because he was talking about because he was gonna be with me until he went to class.
That shit was crazy.
Huh.
Yeah, you're my first February pod.
Oh, look at that. Happy Black History Month. I know they say we not celebrating, but bitch, I'm celebrating.
Well, we make history every day.
You hear?
we gonna wrap y'all up because we do have a multi-series coming out in honor of the BHM. Would you rather have to eat eggs that are always slightly undercooked or bacon that is always slightly overcooked?
I definitely eat bacon overcooked, probably.
Well, let's do. I don't like slightly. Let's do heavily overcooked.
Heavily, like
the bacon,
like burnt.
Yep. I gotta make it. I gotta OD it.
I don't like eggs. I don't like runny eggs.
Oh, I understand that.
I can't.
So you'll damn just rather eat plate than undercooked eggs. So to be tapping the plate with the grains of bacon.
Man, if it moves around like it's got water on that plate, take it back.
So you're not a big sunny side up guy.
No.
Have you ever been with somebody that
gets the sunny side up?
Or is it the poached egg where they bust the yolk?
Yes.
I'm talking about like they take the fork, and I'm talking about I don't know what's up with the people that like have to bust a yolk. I'm not saying pause, but like I'm talking about like they have to. They don't just. Everybody at the table, they get there. They're like,
they bust that hoe.
And nobody want to see all that.
My old boss used to do that.
Egg juice popping everywhere.
Nasty.
Eat the egg, man.
Her breath used to be funky too, but I never told him.
It's so primal. Oh, I'm sorry.
Let's not do that.
Would you rather be able to eat pancakes for breakfast for the rest of your life, or only be able to eat waffles? So we know what this is about. Are waffles better than pancakes?
I'm a waffle person.
Is it because of the storage?
Yes.
All right. That's fair.
Yes.
That's fair. I'm going to have to go pancakes because they're the odd man out.
Of course.
And you can stack them.
You can stack a waffle.
You can, but you're not. Because why would you? It got pockets.
I stack a waffle.
When the last time you stacked it and ate it?
I stacked 2 waffles when I went to Waffle House and I cut them in half.
Okay. To be fair, let's be real. Waffle House waffles are not really waffle size. They're not that deep. No, put it that they're not that deep. No, they don't have to be a Belgian waffle. I'm not saying that.
Okay.
I don't have to be like, like.
Well, yeah.
But like, you have to stack those.
But even the waffles that I make, I still stack waffles.
I feel it.
And they be thick waffles.
I'm gonna be honest. I never had they scared me. I've never had it. I've never had a thick waffle.
Really?
Nah, I've always seen them and like, I don't want to be cold in the middle. Because if you don't eat them when if you don't eat it when it's fresh.
I mean, it's more of a trial and error process. Because when we were kids, my mother bought us a waffle maker because get home after school looking for food type stuff. So we got into the habit of kind of making our own stuff. And so once we got that waffle maker, it was kind of like a trial and error thing. So like how you say the middle, first time the middle wasn't cooked at all. But then we started to learn our way around it, and boom,
on some hot pocket shit.
Waffles.
See, I be digging when you like breaking down on an analytical level.
I know you do.
Nah, cause see y'all don't be knowing it like that. But you know what? Y'all thought this was it. Nah. What you got before it's closing out?
What I got? Man, happy Black History Month. Man, I'm finna say something real provocative.
I'm gonna say it off camera.
What they talking about? Happy Black History Month, y'all. That's what I got for you. That's what I got.
Hey, get y'all some crawfish etouffee.
Oh my God. I'm actually having that too next week. I'm having that next week while you're playing.
Must cop. No, I was like, hey, look, don't forget to drink your water. Please recycle. Be good to people.
Hug your homies.
Be a buddy, not a bully. Remember, if it ain't right, get rice.